Welcome back to Girls Run These Worlds. I am your host, Cosmic Dazai, and in this cycle of contour and charisma, we are jumping in to They Came from Camp Murder Lake. We are here with our three actresses, if they may please introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Alta Mirage, and I am playing as Ruth Rose, who is playing Annie Lane.
Hello, everyone. I am Erin, pronouns she, they, Faye. I am playing Vanessa Donaldson, who is playing Jasmine Jazz Payne.
Hi, I'm Arcanian Ending or Arc. I'm playing our Joker character, Cindy Duncan, and I'm so excited to be back.
And we're glad to have you all back. Now, as we last left off, our actresses have found themselves on the set of a sloppy Hollywood horror movie. They feel their own fame dwindling before them, as they must have to cope with the fact that they're not at their prime anymore, and even their old co-stars can't seem to remember them. It was a beautiful morning in Hollywood. The sun was dazzling. The warmth just seemed to eat at everyone's skin. You could see a plethora of people now. This wasn't the Hollywood you were used to. Yeah, sure, you knew that this would always show up on the news, basically being demonized for being just a den of perverted freaks and Hollywood cliches. But it wasn't always like that, at least when you were coming around. But now, who were all these people? Why did the men have long hair? Why were they dressed like that? And most importantly, your own genre that you had been brought up in had been reduced to nothing. It seemed like they didn't make movies the way they used to anymore. Even the directors were changing. The director that you had wasn't the star quality you were used to either. It was frightening, to say the least. You all make your way onto set. You can see your director right there with her brightly colored hair, glasses on, flipping through the script. Oh, hey, you guys are here. Hey, how are you guys doing? You guys did really good on set in spite of the few mishaps that were there.
Thanks. That is so sweet of you. I'm so excited to get through everything.
All right, so you guys did read through the script, right?
Twice now, yes.
Definitely.
Okay. Remember, if you can't remember anything, please either improvise. We don't want to yell line too much. We are still doing this on film. Please don't yell line too much. That's it. Try and improvise. However, if you need me, I'll be right over in the director's chair. So you all get into costume and makeup. You can see the mythical monster that's right there, looking as grotesque as ever. Clearly, this was where the budget went. However, this was the only work that you had right now. And truth be told, you didn't really know how you could feel about it. You have some time to yourselves before you get into places.
Well, here we are again. Pull out probably one of those like little bottles of alcohol. I don't drink alcohol myself, so I don't know anything about alcohol, but just one of those like little tiny things, and like holds it up to cheers, and then just the entire thing.
Yeah, I think Vanessa has like a glass with a one big piece of ice in it, and the rest is just booze. There is no mixer, just
Cindy's just hungover. I think alcohol would just send her.
oh no, hair of the dog's like the only cure that actually works. You should like flask out of bra. Like, you sure?
It's just like, not yet, not yet. I need a little more time. Ugh, that last scene was intense.
Yeah, it's
Well, at
as
least
much.
whatever his name's, whoever Brad's was, like, he's done shooting with us, so that's a win, right? Who gets his trailer? Is it does he still get the trailer?
I think he's still there.
Why? He's done shooting.
Well, I'm not a big fan of horror, but honestly, I think it's a little exciting to kind of try and lean into knowing that this is a bad movie.
Like, the best we can do is to like elevate it with like make ourselves look good in the bad. Like, I think we've all done shitty movies before, right? So the trick is to at least be the person who's like, well, they crushed it. This movie, like the writing was shit or whatever, like, but at least X crushed it. That's, I think, the move here is just knock it out of the fucking park and let our work speak for itself. And if the movie tanks, that's not our problem, as long as we get paid, right?
Yep.
It's
But
like,
the great news, sorry,
go ahead.
The great news is that with her here, pointing directly at you after you both were so politely just like, oh no, you first. No, you first. With her here, obviously our acting talents are going to stand out far above. So thanks for being here. Direct eye contact.
Just Vanessa's just trying to look anywhere at but those two right now, just like, ooh, look at the floor. Very interesting floor pattern. Yes.
I mean, it's like living the high school experience that we never had, and it's just as awful as we imagined, right? Maybe a little more murder, but
Yeah, frankly.
And that
Are we
you,
talking about in the movie or out of? Because no, never mind. Don't worry about it.
yes.
Okay. Glad we're on the same page.
and that you do see the director, and she looks at all of you. Is like, why are you drinking? We didn't even do our first shot yet, guys.
Drinking? What drink? Clash.
I
Oh,
see the flask is right there.
that's not mine.
So if I were to get someone to do a breathalyzer on you guys,
Oh,
Oh, are you? Can you afford that?
can you walk in a straight line right now?
With books on my head.
If I were to get you a book, I have a few. Would you be able to do it right now?
Yes.
Okay. She goes ahead and gets a bunch of books that were in some of the school seeds. They all of them is like mathematics one, psychology
Yep.
one, German one, all the basics for the most part. And she's like, okay, we don't have a
Underestimate
breathalyzer,
me.
walk in a straight line. Now,
I took ballet for years, so
okay, give me an athletics and dexterity.
all right.
Remember, the successes only count if it's 8 and above.
Right. I remember how this works.
How are you sustaining that walk, sis?
She puts the books on her head, straightens her posture, remembers her ballet teacher's advice, and immediately steps forward. All the books fall, smacks her foot. She slips, like her heel just like under her foot, and she just tumbles into the floor. She's now in the Family Guy death pose. It's bad.
Yeah, we don't have insurance on this set.
Maybe you should be having people walk with books on their heads then. That seems
I
weird.
mean, listen.
Yeah, that was on you.
No, she could have denied me at any chance. That was on you. Don't go to OSHA about this. I mean, honestly, they're not going to do anything anyway. This is kind of the Reagan administration, so you know. Anyway, action. And she goes to her director's chair, and she sets this scene. It's dark, cold. You're in the Midwest, you're in the forests of Midwestern USA. You are running away from all the panic screams that you heard coming from the log cabin and from the grisly death that you have just seen before you of both what was Jazz's former girlfriend and what was maybe some of her former friends, now all likely dead and deceased. You knew that that thing that you saw right there, it was real. What else could describe that? You weren't making this up. You didn't drink that much. At least you thought you didn't. But what could you do now?
So I think Jazz is trying and failing to play it cool. So like the flask comes out of the bra again, she's like, and then just the flicking the lighter over and over that just won't fucking light the cigarette.
Mhm. Annie trips again and just lays on the floor, and you just hear like this muffled like, ow. I mean, oh no. Before she tries to like drag herself up dramatically, pushing her breasts together a little bit as she does, making sure it points towards the camera.
So, where do we go? Does all that like book reading you do teach you how to navigate forests or something useful?
I mean,
I'm
yes, it does, but um, we learned a lot in Girl Scouts. So, oh goodness. Okay, let me just whew, okay. I need to see the stars, and we came from the north, right? So, okay, and yes, okay. I keep an eye out. I'm going to look at the sky and not get murdered, and figure out where to go. Can one of you hold my hand? I'm scared.
Jazz grabs it immediately.
Bestie, come on.
Oh, it's okay.
Holds her hand out.
I don't really know how this is gonna help you see the sky, but okay.
It's going to help my nerves. I'm scared. And you're my best friend, remember?
Yes. Fondly.
Guys, okay, cut. Guys, are you sure you even read the script?
Yes.
I mean, you did say no line and just improvise. So, which is it? Say line or improvise. Your choice.
I was hoping that you would at least memorize your script. We pulled you on set for a reason because we thought you could memorize your script.
Well,
Sometimes sometimes the spirit descends on you. You just move with the character. Who cares about the script?
The spirit wasn't in this. And you. And she points over to Ruth. This isn't a fucking porno. We're not in a Hollywood basement right now.
no, but it is a horror flick, and from what I've heard, people like tits in their horror. So, I'll tone it down.
What do you want to do, since clearly you guys have not read the script?
I'm still trying to figure out our relationship because, the script from before that we've already filmed clearly said that we're best friends. And listen, I'm a great actress, but I'm not that great. And it's tough.
Okay. Let's humor this for a second. Why is it tough?
Well, that's actually very simple. I hate her, and she's a horrible actress.
That last part is debatable, but why do you hate her?
Do you want the list alphabetically? Do you want it chronologically? Where are we going with this? Would you like to fill her in?
Oh, I'd love to take notes, actually. I want to know what things I need to keep doing.
Great.
Just try and, we know this is a set. Don't let the audience know this is a set. It's supposed to feel like you're terrified. You're terrified, you're confused, you're nervous. What would you do if you were stuck out in the middle of the woods without your millions of dollars to keep you afloat?
Die, probably.
Yes. Yes. It's
Yeah, that
almost
tracks.
like death is on the line here. Back to you. Why do you hate her? This is your co-star.
I think she grabs a seat and sits down and leans back as if she's about to go into therapy. Grabs a coffee from someone and just goes, I think it all started back when, we were both child actresses and we were putting a lot of stuff together and, we were friends at first, but then the competition started and it just ramped up and then every single thing that she did, I just hated. Everything.
So you are upset because she was cast in things that you thought you should be cast in.
Yeah, that sums it up nicely. Have you ever considered being a therapist?
That was actually one of my degrees, but I don't think I'd get paid enough to deal with this.
That's fair. I am a very expensive person.
I mean, your contract said that. Anyway, listen. Joan Crawford and Betty Davis hated each other on the set of Whatever Happened to Baby Jane, but that movie is now a classic. Imagine this, you could be like Joan Crawford. I know your family might have met them, but she could be like Joan Crawford. Ignore the bad connotations. She could be Joan Crawford.
It's fine if we don't ignore, too.
I'm trying to make her feel better, okay, Betty Davis? She could be our Joan Crawford.
Yes. Yes. Just learn to take a joke a little bit. We'll be fine.
Okay. Since you're all trying so hard to make me feel better. Sorry.
Now, clearly, you guys are doing whatever you want with the script. I'm going to try and see after the fact if I can edit around this. Do you want anything? Is there anything you want from me that I can put into the script so you guys can be a bit more invested in acting like you're in great peril?
No, I've read the script and everything seems fine to me.
I have skimmed the script. But you know what really helps me be motivated is incentives. Like a bonus for the day or something.
What if we put a little treat on a stick and a string and put it in front of you? Would that work?
I mean, there seems like a perfectly good trailer over there that one of us could get based on the day's performance.
What, you want
Oh,
Brad's
like a
trailer?
competition.
Dibs.
You have to
I
earn
don't
it.
care. I don't care which one of you gets the trailer in the end. I honestly, I don't know why you care so much about it. It's a bunch of old Folgers coffee beans in there, in all honesty.
He's got coffee.
You all have coffee.
Yeah, but that's his coffee.
We all went to the same burrito place. That's why you all have lunches here. You know what? I don't care which one of you gets the trailer. You guys can fight over that. Please just act like you are afraid.
All right, I'll be afraid that I'm not going to win.
Okay. The director gets back into her chair, opens up the script, even though she likely knows that right now it's pretty useless. Action. You guys are still in the forest. You guys are now looking up at the stars. There's fear, peril. You can hear some twigs snapping around you. You can even hear the loose scream that echoes out from the background. It almost sounds like it's Jenny. Was that Jenny that you just heard? What do you do now?
Okay, that's the North Star. But shouldn't we go back to help?
And do what?
I don't
Throw
know.
wine coolers at him?
Maybe. Please see if we can try and save somebody if they're still. Oh no, they're not going to be alive after that.
I mean, you're the one that saw what happened to Brad.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying not to remember it.
We don't have power. We can't call the police. Our car's not starting.
Okay. It sounded like Jenny maybe. No, I don't wanna. No, I don't want to risk my shit for her. I do any of you want to risk your shit for her?
I do feel really bad for leaving everybody there to die. I don't know that I can do anything, but I do feel. I feel. And she just like grabs onto the nearest person after hearing like wind.
I didn't fucking sign up to play hero in this bullshit. I came here for a party, to do drugs, get a little drunk, maybe get laid. That's it.
Everyone
What?
roll me a survival and intellect.
Oh boy. All right.
What if we don't have survival?
You are rolling intellect.
Okay. Good.
1.
I finally got a success.
I got 2 successes.
You got 2 successes.
I do tens count twice in this, or
Yes, they count twice.
so
I got
then 2.
3.
I get 2.
2. Okay. So, Cindy. Oh, Heather. You've heard things. In part, you've heard things from that weird kid that clearly, for some reason, had some foresight about all of this. There's another small cabin out here within these woods. Legend has it that there is a survivor of one of these attacks, that he knows what and who this is. You know that's somewhere around here. You know vaguely that it's somewhere deep within these woods. That's an option, of course.
All right, girls. So there might be another cabin out here. I vaguely recall that we could hole up somewhere. Maybe we can get some like sticks. I don't know. Just kind of poke her away when we run.
I mean, I don't know how this supernatural shit works. I've only fucked around with Ouija boards and tarot cards. That's nothing. But I assume if she can rip people apart, she's physical, right? We can probably hit her with
I
something.
mean, I definitely saw her hand physically go through
Nope. Don't.
Brad. Grab his still beating heart.
Jaz's gonna push her hand down and grab her face. Like, nope, you're here now. You're not there. We need to move. Great.
Yep.
Great.
Cabin. What direction? That way's north.
Uh, it's close.
All of you roll me 5 dice.
Might be a trail.
Very
or something.
specific.
Uh-oh.
Sus.
I love. Oh, hold on, that was 4.
I
I
got
can
one.
count.
I got 3.
So lucky on you guys, Annie manages to navigate you guys through looking up at the stars, through marking all the trees along the way to make sure that you don't get more lost than you already were. You all managed to stumble upon this old, dimly lit cabin. It's small, it's not nearly as big as your friend Jenny's, but it's modest in its stature. It seems to have a small dog laying there that seems to be like a small golden retriever, just limply lying there, just not purring, but just grimacing, just old and tired, and seemingly well treated as well and well fed. You can see that there are some signs hanging in there, and you can even hear the faint noises of a radio come from within.
Uh,
Someone should knock.
do we know what this dude's vibe is? Like, is he? Oh,
Hello? Please, can you help?
As you knock, it's an old house. The force of your knock, no matter how small it was, it managed to let the door open right up. You see this old graying man with a double barrel shotgun just in his lap as he's looking towards the both of you. I didn't want any outsiders here. Who are you?
She just starts crying.
We're not outsiders. We could be inside, and then there wouldn't be a problem.
Who are you before I blow you to bits?
Please don't. I've already seen so many people die. I don't want to die. I'm Annie Lane.
Are you people from that other cabin up the road?
yep. That's where we're from.
We told you people that there's to be no noise disturbances here after 7 p.m.
We don't live there. We were just visiting, and everybody got attacked and killed, and really was alive. And she just breaks down.
The old dog sees this and like tries to nuzzle up to you and trying to care for you. It can sense that you are crying and just generally distressed, and it does whimper as it's trying to nudge your leg with its like head. It's just like,
Dog.
you shouldn't have came out here. You guys are natives to this state, right? You're natives to this town, right? Don't you know about the blood moon?
I
Uh,
That's just a dumb legend.
No, it's not. I lived through it.
Maybe you should let us inside and tell us all about it, please. Like 5 minutes ago, you should have let us in here.
Close the door behind you.
scrambles in.
The dog follows after Annie as you close the door and still is trying to nuzzle you and trying to, calm you down in a sort of vain way, but in a way that only a dog knows how to do. The old man stands up. He's gray. He looks old and worn down. You can see the crow's feet and the lines just etching their way onto his face. But also, as you look around the cabin, you can almost see how traditional it was. You see all these old wedding pictures, all a fireplace. You even see some newspaper articles scattered on the walls.
What are the wedding pictures like? Considering the legend, Jazz is gonna head immediately for the wedding pictures.
So upon looking at the wedding pictures, you can see a younger version of the man that is before you. Brown hair, short brown hair, blue eyes. He's wearing a military uniform. You can also see that there is a young, blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman with a bright, pearly smile within her wedding dress, holding a bouquet of flowers. You can also see that as the pictures go on, that she is looking noticeably sadder, less bright. It's almost like a light has been dimmed until you see a news article saying that in a horrible catastrophe, her child was killed. That woman out there, that's Eliza.
Yeah, that's nice. Wait, what?
Eliza was my wife. I have just came back from the war. I bought this nice house through the GI Bill. I thought that after I got this, me and her could settle down and could have a nice life together. I didn't know that she was pregnant when I had left. When I came back, she was pregnant, but only for a little bit of time. I don't know what happened, but she drew her car off of a bridge. And she died in that there pond out there.
Horrible. I'm so sorry for your loss.
Every so often she comes back. I don't know why she hasn't come for me yet, but any single outsider she tends to see, she just gets particularly vicious with them.
Annie is busy crying again. I don't think she's stopped, but she's like full on sobbing again.
Refresh my memory. Is there a fireplace in this cabin?
Yes, there is.
Great. Jazz, while she's observing stuff, is going to position her back away from the fireplace so she can conceal if she wanted to, I don't know, grab a fire poker or anything like that. Subtly, just in case.
Mm-hmm. Hot girl shit.
So she's never come after you. Why do you think that is?
I wouldn't know. Rumor has it that she was having an affair behind my back, but once your wife's dead, you don't really care about any of that.
So just to get caught up on every time she's come back, she never comes here, right?
No. I only see her every time there's a blood moon. She goes on a rampage throughout this town, and all of a sudden, in the newspapers, it just says, Another housewife was mauled to death by a vicious bear attack. He goes and takes out an old Marlboro Earl cigar before lighting it and puts it up to his lips. I always wonder why they say it was a bear attack.
But this time it's an entire house full of teenagers.
I wouldn't know why she targeted you guys. Maybe convenience.
There was a kid at the party who said he knew something. I don't remember. Maybe that a man had wronged her? Would you know anything about that?
Again, I hear rumors from the town, and these were long before you were even born. Maybe she cheated on me. Maybe the person that got her pregnant was the person that drove her to drive her car off a bridge. I don't know. The results never came back. It just said that her lungs had filled with water and she had drowned. I thought we put her to rest all those years ago.
Have you tried talking with her since?
She doesn't hear words anymore.
No. Have you tried?
Every once in a while, there's a person, young like you, that tries to talk to them. They don't speak English no more.
Oh, she can teach other languages? That's really cool. No, I'm specifically asking, as her husband, have you tried? Not other people. Are you too afraid of confronting? I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional again. Your dead wife who might have cheated on you. Who also just killed all of my friends in front of me.
Annie, none of them were your real friends. That
Oh,
helps.
beating heart.
Listen, I can give you an ultimatum. You can either try to confront her, I guess, if you want to end this, or I have my old pickup truck in the back. It needs a lot of gas, but if you manage to find some gas around here, it's yours for the taking and you can leave.
We can siphon gas from my car. We can get the fuck out of here.
It's up to you. I don't care.
Means we have to go back.
Oh,
I'll go back.
We can't just stay here until the blood moon ends.
You can't go back by yourself. You'll die.
Yeah, why can't you told you just she's gonna grab the fire poker out and give it behind your back. You just said she doesn't come here. Why can't we stay here?
I said I'm safe. I didn't say you all were.
You're not even gonna try.
You can try and stay here if you wish, but there's no authorities for the next 10 miles. And eventually, you're going to have to get out of here, whether that's tonight or tomorrow. And then you're going to have to explain. And I'm sure the town, since for some reason you would be the only witnesses left, why a bunch of your friends just mysteriously ended up missing. Of course, it will likely be another bear attack.
Okay, so we have to go. Could you at least help us in this insane plan?
How about that gun?
No, not this one.
This one?
Not this one.
Because that implies you have a second gun.
It does. You can always ask nicely for it.
Please.
That's all you had to ask. Please is the octave word.
Slips fire poker back. Great.
He points up to the wall hanging above his head. You can also see a bunch of shot and killed game up on the walls. A bunch of deer's head, moose heads, maybe a few foxes. It's clear that this man is isolated, to say the least, but he's also hunted before, which almost explains his confidence with this. You can take Tracy.
You named your... Never mind.
There are many ones like it, but this one's mine.
So, which one of you knows how to fire a gun? Because it's not me.
I played with water guns at the church with the kids on Easter.
Jazz,
So
you should
this
take the
is a
gun.
shock. So
Yeah,
this is a
yeah, I
shotgun.
def-
Ah, wait. I got something for you too. He goes over towards his closet. You can tell that this is the type of person who has stockpiled weapons for a long time. He comes out with a small 32 caliber Walther PP gun, as well as a gun that was oddly taken from the Soviet Union with a bayonet at the front. Which one of you is taking ebony and ivory?
You've named all your guns, then.
You don't?
Not old enough to purchase a firearm.
All these people are trying to take away what truly makes us American.
Oh,
That's so
boy.
upsetting.
Okay, so this guy is the villain. Okay, I wasn't so sure before, but
He's an old man from the 40s.
I should have gone to the fire poker, kicked him
He
out,
fought the
brained him,
Nazis.
take
Take his
guns.
dog, take his house.
Yeah, exactly. I
Mhm.
should have. I knew it. I just should have.
But he knows the proper gun safety, funny enough. He takes the Walther PP, points it away from you all, just pulls back the slide, clicks it. I got this from a Nazi when I shot that. I got this from a Nazi when I shot him in the face back in 43.
Oh, I'll take the not Nazi gun, please.
I mean, this one came from a commie, and they're not really humans.
There's probably like on Jazz's clothing a Nazi punks fuck off button. Like, no, I'm good on the Nazi gun.
I don't like the Nazis either, but damn, these guns look nice. Also, I got it for free. He wasn't going to use it. He's dead.
Great.
I'm blonde-haired and blue-eyed. I don't know if I should take it.
Unless you can handle that commie gun over there with the big bayonet on it, I suggest the pea shooter.
Is it anything like the ones in Cheer where we?
Excuse
Okay,
me?
I'll take the small one.
Looks like you're getting the commie gun.
Excellent. When in doubt, stab him.
Now I do have a live clip in here. It's only 5 bullets. But again, if you run out of bullets, just start stabbing.
I like the way you think. Sort of. Not really.
He puts the respective guns in your hands. It's like, again, you need the car, just get the fuel to get out of here.
Keys, please.
He goes into his pocket. You can see this really old, kind of crusted over key with rust on it. You can see he has a few keychains on it that
So fucked. We're so fucked. We're so fucked.
the car works, you just need the fuel. He tosses them over to you. It has a peace sign on it as well as it has a peace sign on it as well as maybe a small flower that looks like a daisy. It's just like,
It is like a slight step up from the car we drove here in.
You know what? That's deeply hurtful. I didn't even ask you for gas money. Rude.
I brought wine coolers.
It's fair.
It's liquid gold.
Thank
Well,
you.
I
for
wish you
your
luck.
help.
Don't let anything happen to that dog.
Nah, Bud stays with me.
Okay.
Bud
Oh, his
stays
name's
with me.
Bud.
Yeah. I named him after my grandfather. He was in World War One. We all called him Buddy. He was a really nice guy.
Oh, you know what? I'll be outside, y'all. When you're done with this, I'll be out there. Just
I'll be just a minute. And Annie is going to kneel in front of this man, and if he will allow, take his hand between hers and be like, we really do appreciate your help, and I really do think if you manage it, try and talk to her.
We'll see about that. And he leans back in his chair. Buddy scampers around you, looking at your heels before he lays back down around by his master's chair. And that is when...
Dog.
Yes, we all like the dog. And that is when the scene ends. Cut. You guys actually did great this time. Wow. I'm amazed.
You don't have to keep acting surprised.
Ah,
we're professionals. We had careers. We've done this. This isn't nothing. Never mind.
Coffee?
I do think we're losing the trailer to the dog at this point.
That's fair.
Such
Yeah,
a
no,
good
actually,
actor.
I'd rather the dog get the trailer than any of us,
Yeah.
or especially not whoever the fuck Brad was.
oh yeah, no, buddy. Yeah, buddy, come here, boy. And like the old golden retriever just trots along over towards the director. Yeah, no, this was my mom's dog. I asked if I could borrow it for a day.
Has such a
Is it
fruitful career in front of him.
Trained?
Yeah, train Spain. I mean, it's not like the monkey incident that happened on like one of those old TV sets. He's not gonna bite your face off or anything. Isn't that right?
I'm
Isn't
sure that's
that-
what they said too.
And now
I'm getting a coffee.
Now I'm concerned what film I'm actually in, thanks to that reference.
As you all head off stage and go to either get coffee, get one of the many burritos that were there, which what are these things? They never existed before then. It must be one of those imports that came from south of the border. Strange, but I guess some things must change, even the food at times.
Can't believe they're
Nevertheless,
getting rid of burgers.
you see some some burritos and tacos. You can also see some regular sodas there, By regular sodas, I mean Pepsi, because it's a Pepsi generation.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Not even Tab, the drink of the hour.
There's also alcohol there for those of you that, cannot handle having a drink that isn't without even a little bit of intoxication. However, nevertheless, you are currently free, or at least free for the next 30 minutes. So let me ask, what is it you all wish to do?
Rehydrate, because I don't think they can afford to get actual like fake tears. So she's had to think about her situation and make herself cry every time. So she's just lounging with like 3 water bottles, and it's just like,
Everyone else?
Definitely eating an entire burrito. It's a great vehicle for meat, which is all you need in a hangover. And then I'd probably turn to them and be like, have you ever seen the woman playing Eliza eat anything or take a break?
At that, you can see Eliza in the background. She still looks strange in this macabre, dead, just dress. You can see the fake blood that's just streaming down her face. She's still in her makeup. Her hair is all black and matted and dirty, and she's still in the wedding dress and all the prosthetics that Eliza was meant to wear. As you say that, you can hear, huh? As she like turns around, you can see that they've blackened her gums and even marked out her teeth to look like she was truly dug up from the grave.
Hey, yeah, hi.
She's currently in the middle of eating a burrito, which oddly enough, with all the salsa that is in it, as well as the small chunks of steak and chicken that's in there, it oddly enough adds to the whole makeup detail that she's going for.
that's gonna
Uh,
be so hard to clean.
Vanessa like politely waves and then turns away. I cannot watch her eat. That is not happening. Oof. That's a lot.
You're not the one who got a close up of the whole heart eating scene. Not to be like my character or anything, but ugh. Pretty gross.
At that, you do hear one of the people in the background that is basically messing around with props saying, "Oh, we just got that from the butcher. It's a pig's heart."
Yeah, that makes it worse.
That was real?
It's a pig's heart. You know people eat those, right?
Well, there goes the no animals were harmed in the film, this credit, I guess.
Ruth absolutely goes to hurl somewhere.
I feel like it's one of those like things in the 80s where it was cheaper to get the real thing than make a prop.
100%.
Just like with oh man, blanking on the name now. The skeleton in
Amityville Horror, right?
I don't think that was it. It's
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I mean,
it's one of those.
Probably in a lot of them, honestly. Poltergeist.
Oh, it's a poltergeist.
Oh.
You're right.
They only moved the headstones.
Anyways.
I'm just curious. Is this both of your first horror movie as well? This is not a judgment. I'm asking seriously. I've never done one either.
Comedic actors aren't usually in horror films these days, so.
Yeah. No. I get it.
No. I mostly did the like buck step. You know. And then there is Barbarella, but we don't talk about that.
But why not? It's a classic.
It is. I don't know if it counts as horror per se.
I know. I don't think. I think Barbarella firmly lives in sci-fi.
Anyways. Oh, I just remembered it's real hard again. Mm. Okay, I'm good.
At least they killed the white man first. That never happens.
100%. Yeah.
Oh my god, you're right. I don't think I've ever seen a movie where they did that. It's crazy.
Now, with that being said, you still are on the set of Warner Bros. There are other productions taking place all around you. Is there any one that you'd like to try and see today?
Uh,
Yeah, Vanessa.
Thanks. um, I think given the wonderful lies Vanessa told last time she went off set, uh, she is going to like wander around to see if Wes Craven is shooting anything anywhere in the vicinity. Like for the love of oh God, please let me make friends with Wes Craven. I need to hide my.
You need to hide your lie. I get it. I get it. It's fine. You had to tell the fake Brad Pitt a lie. It's okay.
Look, Aaron, the player, would lie to Brad Pitt in a heartbeat about my work. I don't give a shit.
Anyone else?
I think I want to talk to the director and just see if there's production opportunities in the future for more women since she made it.
Okay. Lastly, Ruth.
That's me. I was
Yes.
just like, that was Ruth still holding in the remainder of the bile. Sorry. Ruth, I think, is going to get some fresh air and just walk around and get a little glimpse of other sets and maybe see some of these crazy fashions that other people that weren't raised in God, what are they called? Like the little children fashion shows that should be illegal, you know, that weren't raised to be this. It's just seeing what other people are like, normal people or other actors. And seeing these kids' crazy fashion, what's popular right now, and wow, there's a lot of really skimpy stuff, and there's a lot of pretty girls, which means nothing to her. Absolutely. But for some reason, as she's finishing her walk, she feels a little closer to her character.
As you walk around, you see that there is, oddly enough, another reproduction of Lolita. You knew that Kubrick had done this, but like it was almost funny. But it didn't seem funny at all. The actress here was 16, like the original was, but it seemed a bit more risque. There wasn't any slapstick moments like the original had. There wasn't any sort of wholesomeness about the set, in spite of what you knew to be happening off set. It's very much don't get me wrong, she's pretty. She represents the all-American girl to that matter, but I'm pretty sure you've probably seen her on MTV on a Warrant music video at some point.
I think now that Ruth is an adult and viewing these things through a different lens, she's saying this and she's like, huh, this seems bad actually. I may have been raised in this environment where this seemed normal, but something is telling me this is actually very bad and I don't like this.
You do see the actress sitting in her chair reading through the lines, chewing on some gum, almost like she's stereotypically Lolita in that moment. She sees you and she's just like, oh, hey, oh my god, are you one of the extras on here? I haven't seen you before. And in
Oh,
this moment, it's clear you've been forgotten, unfortunately.
no, I'm not an extra. You must be new around here. Hi. Steps up and offers a hand, of course. Finely manicured hand. I'm Ruth Rose. I'm actually on another set, just getting some fresh air and seeing what everybody is up to. This looks fun.
Yeah, no, this director really is pushing the box with this. And I'm just so happy that he chose me. I mean, he said that he saw me on MTV of all things and was like, oh my god, I need to be in it. It's I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's definitely. Hey, how much time do you have?
I mean, we're on break for a bit. I guess I have time.
Can I buy you a coffee or something? Or with soda, I guess. You probably don't like coffee, do you?
I mean, I like cappuccinos. I had to do some filming over in France for a bit.
France. That's groovy. Okay. Um uh yeah, I just want to chat and get some fresh air.
Okay. She hops off of her little seat. She has her hair pulled back into a high ponytail. She looks like she came straight from the 60s, which, given the piece, wasn't that uncommon. She wore this soft dress that was just layered in florals and pastel pinks, along with these knee-high white socks and these small kitten heels to go along with it. She was lightly airbrushed with makeup, yet it seemed like she was almost flawless. Yet you knew this actress to not even be barely legal at this point.
Mm-hmm. Just walking and casually making small talk until they get a decent ways away from the set. And as they're finally getting their drinks and finishing up whatever small talk there is, Ruth is going to put a hand on her shoulder and lean in and say, listen, the real reason I want to talk to you is just I was in your place back in my day. Um, I was a child star, and you're. She pauses because she knows that 16 is a child, but if she calls a 16-year-old a child to their face, they're gonna be like, I'm an adult. So she thinks very carefully about her words. And growing up as a child star, there are a lot of really gross men who tell you what to do with your body and with your life choices. And I'm just worried about you. And I know this is a little invasive and I apologize, but and don't worry, I'm not trying to steal your role. I just want you to be able to make your own choices and not fall victim to one of them.
Listen, I'm doing my own thing now. I got emancipated. Okay? So I'm not under a conservatorship. I'm doing my own thing. I'm making my own money. I'm not part of Disney Club anymore. And quite frankly, I don't really think you could take my role.
I don't want your role.
I don't see you on MTV.
I'm not fit for MTV.
Yeah.
Sweetheart. You know, some of these directors did terrible things to me when I was a kid, and I never knew any better because I was a kid, and even when I was your age, I thought it was normal. So I'm just saying, please be careful. That's all.
Okay, fine. Are we done here? Because like
Of course,
I
of course. If you do ever need me for anything at all, we're on the really shitty horror film set over there.
who shoots horror?
I don't
And
remember
she
my
walks
director's name.
away.
That's how bad it is.
And she walked off.
You'll turn into me if you're not careful.
And at that, we flip over towards Miss Vanessa.
No.
Vanessa, you are on the prowl to try and find if Wes Craven is currently filming a movie on set.
Look, she's desperate. She's got lives to cover.
Roll me 5 dice.
Yeah. That's bad. That's all bad. Um, there's 2 1s and no successes, so it's all bad. It's all real bad.
So you look around. You continuously look around, trying to see if maybe Wes Craven made a deal with the Warner Brothers production. Maybe they're on set somewhere. And unfortunately, the answer is no. It seems like you guys are the only horror movie on this lot. Yeah, at that, you hear, "Hey, Vanjie!"
She'll turn around to see who would dare use that awful nickname for her.
What do you know? It is Thomas. You knew Thomas. This was the man that was now being the next big thing. You just talked to him the day before. He seemed excited to see you. He was
No.
not as like dressed down and like just covered in cuts and scars as he was before. He seemed to be in his casual clothes, which, looking at him, you could tell that he, in spite of all the money, he never really changed. He very much came from very humble beginnings, and it showed in his clothes.
Hey, it's good to see you again. How's your sheet going?
Oh man, like it's really good. You know, we actually had to like cut stuff early because like unfortunately like the stunt guy accidentally like twisted his ankle on something.
Ooh,
But
you have
he got,
stunt people. Wow,
yeah,
congrats.
yeah, like he got insured though, so like it's fine. Like, you know, he's going to be a little bit out of commission, but you know, he was such a nice dude. I actually like feel really bad that he got hurt in my place, you know? It was like looking in the mirror with him though. He was sick.
That good of a stunt though. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, like, how are you doing? I mean, you said that you were like in the middle of that Wes Craven movie. I love his stuff. Also, your hair's different. That shit's fucking cool. I love
Yeah,
people's
yeah. You know,
mohawks.
we kind of I decided the other look just wasn't enough, and so we went with something a little extra, you know.
I mean, yeah, man, you look like you belong at like one of those Sex Pistol concerts. I fucking love the Sex Pistols.
Same, one of my favorite bands, yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, how are you doing? I don't really get to like talk to you guys that much. Like, ever since that last movie, I don't really get to like talk to your family that much. And like, you guys are like really cool dudes.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, I mean, I'm sure everyone would love to see you again. We can put something together. You know, I don't, you know, my siblings don't always keep me up on the work they're doing. You know how siblings be. But you know, yeah, it'd be cool. You know, you see the whole. Well, if they're home, I mean, it's a mess. You know, there's so many of us, and everyone's on different projects. All the schedules are kind of a mess. So, you know, the old days of the parties when everyone was there, they're kind of a little bit behind us. But you know,
Oh no, I don't really care about the parties. I think they're kind of bullshit.
oh, great. Oh, perfect. Sorry, I just kind of assume people want that aspect. But no, it'd be great to like see you outside of work and catch up if that's, you know.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I mean, like, I think we like are done for the rest of the day. I can walk back to your set if you want.
Oh, I this director is kind of indie and new and very particular about like only people that are part of production or in the shoot themselves are allowed on set. It very strict. Like I don't, you know, I don't want to jeopardize this for me. You know, it's
Oh yeah. I'm sure Wes is like really strict about that. I heard that
right.
he's
Wes, yeah. Wes is very strict about this.
yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I'll see you after work, right? Like when do you get off from set?
Uh, insert time here. Yeah, here, actually here, like let's she'll just scribble down like a nearby bar or something. Be like, here, meet me here at this time.
Yeah, sounds cool, man. I'll see you later, okay? I'll like come pick you up, okay?
Oh, great. Yeah, that sounds great. I'll get perfect. Lovely.
Yeah, have like a nice time on set. Tell Wes I said hi.
For sure I will.
And we shift back over towards Cindy. Cindy, you walk up to the director. You see her looking through her script, talking with a few of the stagehands. More so just trying to get the props in order because even though they're filled with blanks, she does care a lot about safety, in spite of how bad the set looks. However, she sees you and is like, oh shit, I'll talk to you in a bit. Hey.
Hey, um, weird personal questions. I ran into one of my old directors yesterday, and he's still a flaming piece of shit. And I don't know how you've been able to do so well in this industry. And I know I'm not the best actor, so I'm but at least I'm not a flaming piece of shit. So
Oh, are you like still like I'm sorry, what? Like is this on like the trailer?
no. A little bit. No. Um just I grew up in the industry and there's just like it's just male dominated and crap and they treat female, especially young actresses, even worse. And just it's cool to see you in this position in a director's chair and I want to support that. It's really uncomfortable for me to be sincere with you right now.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it. I really got this gig off of, just some luck, to be honest with you. I would like to make more less horror stuff, you know. I like to make more stuff that's more drama related, but we'll see how that goes. Turns out when you like start off strong with something, apparently you get pigeonholed into that, so maybe I'll get another chance, but you know,
I mean,
production companies be strange.
it's true. And the female experience is just like one long horror movie, so it's not the worst thing to be producing, making.
So what do you want?
Just I think it's cool and you're cool. Sorry. And if I could do something to help you, I would like to in the future.
That's really nice of you. I'm not even recognized as a citizen here. It's really nice that, you know, you want to help me out. Thanks.
Yep. Mhm.
And with that, as you all make your way back onto set, the director sits back in her chair and yells, "Action!" And that is where we'll take our break for now.
All right.
Back.
Back, everybody. Thank you for staying with us through our intermission. Where we last left off, our actresses were barreling deep through the woods back to the cabin to confront Eliza, the monster that came deep from the lake. Let me ask all of you, what are the thoughts going through your heads at this moment?
Think with Annie, other than I don't know how to use a gun, it's a lot of this is actually so much sadder than I thought. At first it was just scary, and now it's scary sad. I don't know how to feel about this.
So I think Jazz is considering like maybe if we just give her the old dude from the
guy.
cabin,
Yeah.
it'll be fine. Like that is in the front of her head, but like she still just wants to get the fuck away first. But like in the back of her brain, she is like, I will throw that old man out of the cabin if I need to.
Respect.
Yeah, Heather's like, time to get the fuck out of here. Seen enough, heard enough. We're good. We could go now. I've seen Jazz drive too, so I know we'll speed out of here lightning
Oh, with
fast.
my pilot of zero, wink.
So, as you all make your way back to the cabin, you realize that the backup generator has kicked in. All the lights are on, but it's still, there's no noise coming from within. What do you all do?
Uh,
I thought this was scary in the dark. I don't want to see anything in the full light either.
Uh-huh. I'm just going to. Do you need both arms to do the fuel thing? Because she's clinging on to Jazz's arm and is just like trembling.
How do gun work?
Heather, how many of those wine coolers do you have left?
How many do we need?
I just need something to put the gas I'm going to siphon from my car into. That's it.
Oh, yeah, I could empty these really fast. That seems like a good idea. Calm the
Okay,
nerves.
yeah.
Yeah. Just pass them out. Probably have like 3 or 4 left.
Just full chug.
There's barely any alcohol in these. You'll be fine.
Hey,
Yeah, no,
we
I
should
have-
stay
I have-
hydrated. You're right.
So, as you all get are done drinking, I assume you all go over to your car?
Yeah.
Well, the car is still there, right?
Was
You
the body
still
on top of
with the body on top of it, yes, the body's still there. However, she is less animated than she was before. It looks like she isn't going to lurch up and try and speak to you guys again, but she's there.
All right. Chaz is gonna do her best to ignore that. Pop the trunk. Presumably, there's a. Actually, I have a trope. The trope's called "You Mean This," and it's I can just pull a thing out I need, and I get a +1 enhancement bonus.
Yep.
So, in this scenario, it's going to be a tube to siphon gas.
Okay, you have that. You
Perfect.
have that. I don't think I'm going to have you roll for that, so no worries.
Wonderful.
You seem like someone who would steal gas regularly, so
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Yes.
Mhm.
But we all love Shell. Nevertheless, you siphon out the gas, but all of you roll me 5 dice.
It's always the panic when you're asked to roll. What the no input.
It's honestly, it's not the fact that I'm rolling, it's the specific number of dice that makes me nervous.
Just one.
Oh my god.
2.
I got 2 8s and a 10. And 10
That's
counts
4.
as 2?
You got, yeah,
Okay.
you got 4. You got 4.
I don't know if that's good or not in this particular situation.
So, with that being said, Annie, you seem mostly oblivious to what's going on. Everything seems to be mostly fine for you, if fine includes being in the woods with a serial killer right now. However, Heather, Jazz, while Annie seems utterly oblivious, you hear screaming, calling out from the large log cabin. You know that there's the survivor left in there now, but for how long they are going to remain alive, that is debatable.
I think Annie has just been clinging into the back of Jazz, like with her face buried in. That's probably why she's so oblivious, because one, she's like, I'm just tuning this all out, la 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 la, but also, oh, Butch? Butch doing car things? Without the terminology, because she doesn't know that shit, but so that's
Yes,
what she's
would
doing.
Mama say? What would Babushka say? Babushka Gavrish, что? Anyway. You know that there is a survivor left in the house. Who it is, you don't know. But you know someone is alive in there.
Fuck. Nope.
I mean, Chaz is doing the, I don't want to pantomime this, it's gonna look horrible. Chaz just siphoning gas and just shaking her head like, nope, I don't hear this. Nope, 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 I don't hear anything. Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I mean, we have guns now.
What are we noping?
Nothing.
You don't.
She'll
Okay.
turn around and like stop and cover Annie's ears. I'm not going in that fucking house. If you want to go find out who's alive in there, that's go for it. I'm getting this
Really
gas. We're getting the fuck out of here.
muscles.
I'm busy right now, as you can see.
Yeah. We shouldn't split up. That's like the worst thing we could possibly do.
Hands still over ears. Yeah, I'm not bringing her in there again. We don't need another. No, we're not. No.
Can we at
Heather.
least like cause a distraction or something?
Pulls her gun up, fires it into the air. Good enough.
Oh shit, we gotta go.
Oh, we gotta.
I was gonna say set something on fire, but I really
Oh.
like your initiative.
So what are you guys doing again?
Running. Now that we have gas, run.
Yeah.
We shot a gun in the air. Well, Jazz
Yeah.
specifically.
Yeah. Jazz specifically shot a gun in the air and then is
You-
like, "Hey, you want a
Jazz,
distraction?"
would you like to
no.
roll?
I would not like to roll, but I will if you ask me to.
I would really like you to roll.
Oh boy.
Can
What?
you roll me your composure and aim?
That's one dice. It's
We're
literally
rolling-
one dice.
You can always say equip to add one more dice.
None of my equips apply here. Sorry.
Okay.
You're aiming at the sky. You can't miss.
Can I offer one of my quips after this to help? Because I have Jesus, you scared me.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Let's go with that.
Okay, great. Oh, thank God. That is 2 4s, which is nothing. 0.
So you shot up into the sky, and unfortunately, whoever Liza is, um, she had gone on a massacre to the point where the trees were reminiscent of a scene from ancient times where the Romans were invading what was now current Germany and had hung and strung up all of those that went against them. And unfortunately, with you shooting up into the air, one of those
No.
bodies manages once again to fall onto your car, pancaking the hood, along with the previous victim that was there.
Jazz will immediately like grab Annie's head and be like, "Nope, don't look at that. Nope, nope, nothing happened. Everything's fine."
Okay, okay. I'm in cleavage, and I'm normal about this. I'm so normal about this, and
yeah,
this is fine.
Normally, I'd be excited about it raining men. Not today. We should go.
no one's saying hallelujah this time.
No.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Now, with that being said, the woman from the lake was alerted. You guys are going to have to start running.
Yes.
All of
We
you,
run.
give me athletics and dexterity.
All right.
Again, you guys can add quips if you want to.
Do we see her approaching? I do have a clip I like to use where we see her.
Yes, I would say that you see her with one of your classmates who is now currently beheaded. She's holding out a long medieval sword. Her dress is covered in old and fresh blood, and you can see pieces of meat between her teeth.
All right. So Annie held gun still in hand. Terrible idea. Like dead eyes at monster. Go on, I fucking dare you.
Would you like to start running? Because she's going to start chasing.
Yes.
Yes. After that, after the quip, I will run.
Okay.
And he's also going to use a quip and say, I never should have come here. And ooh, nice.
Heather, is there anything you would like to do?
Holy shit.
I do not have applicable quips, and I am not a fast or strong person, so it's gonna go great.
I have to take a camera picture of this roll because it
Oh
is
boy.
it is glorious.
Okay. I believe you. I don't
No.
believe people be
This is for me.
Me?
This is for me. So that is 7 successes.
Okay.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Wow.
Nice.
Heather.
0. So we balanced out.
Jazz, Annie, you managed to flee, bolting ahead, running far away. Yet, you have left Heather behind. You
Oh,
see the woman standing over you. It sounds like she came from the grave with how she's breathing. It almost is like the force of attempting to breathe is now making her lungs pop within her chest. You can do what you want. However, I will remind you, you have rewrites. You also have a gun with a bayonet on it. What do you want to do?
Oof. Okay. I would like to use a trope, actually, if I can.
Okay.
I have I'll be right back, which lets me leave any scene no matter how difficult.
All right. So what happens is, stuck underneath this monster, you see her towering above you, sword in hand. This looks like you are about to be her next victim. Yet, as she swings it down, you flip over onto your side, dirtying your beautiful outfit and your hair. But you manage to run away into a separate direction than your two friends.
Yeah, look, is that your husband over there? Oh,
The meat within her teeth, it almost looks like it's cooked pieces of steak and chicken, but ignore that for a moment. Now, as you run away, the camera pans over to Jazz and Annie. And running through the forest, you are lost once again. You don't even know what the fate of your friend is, but you had to get out of there, right? Someone has to live.
I think at this point, hopefully not hearing anything behind them, Annie is just going to collapse onto the ground, sobbing. We left him behind.
Annie, I know this is rough, but we can't stop. We need to get out of here, right? She'd want us to get out of here. Here.
would
So if I can push my ridiculous ass roll for it, she's gonna put Annie on her back and just fucking carry her that way.
Okay. I would say let's just do a might roll. Let's just do a might roll. Yeah.
Okay.
As you're doing that, Annie is just like, maybe she'll tell horrible dad jokes until she dies. Maybe that'll kill the ghost. I believe in her.
Now, let me ask you, because you are still actresses in this, do you want to use any rewrites? She yelled, "Cut!" Director stands up and sighs, walking over with the script. Guys, what's going on? You guys were doing great. Why did you cut it there? I told you we're on limited film.
So, hear me out. I just think, what with trends these days and all these kids being bi-curious and all, I think this could really benefit from a steamy sex scene.
Do you really want to deal with the scary orange lady from Florida?
Wait, is that is there another monster in this movie?
I wish that actually would have been good. It would have been cheaper to make her. You want a sex scene in this?
I just think it would boost the popularity of the movie and be, what's that word that you kids are using? Inclusive?
I'm not trying to make porn. What?
Whoa,
Okay? No.
No, it's not like making porn.
Yeah, we're not gonna like show anything, of course, but just get the fans riled up.
Your reputation, not mine. If people start questioning you on what clubs you go to, it's not my problem.
My reputation is already in the trash, so why not?
Whatever. She jumps back onto her actor's chair. Action.
Feel free to veto this, by the way.
No, I'm good. You got it. Yeah, thumbs up.
All right. Hell yeah. So I think as you're piggybacking her and carrying her through the woods, uh, maybe it just gets silent and we can hear some crickets or something to the point where it almost feels safe. Almost. And Annie has just been crying into your back and like burying her face in your neck. And she's finally, after a while, stopped crying and she's just like, hmm, hmm. Why does this feel? I'm feeling something. She doesn't say that, of course, but you notice that she like tightens her arms around your neck a little bit more.
I think like Jazz will like set down all the dumb bullshit she's carrying, turn around, and it's like hand on cheek, like, you okay?
Oh, I don't know. I think maybe if we could just take a small break.
Sure.
And as she does, she's going to take off her little blouse, not blouse, blazer, that's what it's called. Which is probably covered in blood. And so there's like a clear blood stain directly down the middle of her white shirt, and then the rest of it is just absolutely white. And she just cuddles right up and is just all miserable and sad and clinging on out of fear and maybe feeling your muscles a little bit.
Hmm. Yeah, this I don't know, this thing seems like a weird place to do this, but I'm just gonna go for it, I think. And just like grabs her face, just tongue in mouth immediately, not even easing into it, just boom.
Amazing. Annie absolutely like is into it for a moment and then pulls back and is like, wait, but we're both girls. And then goes right back in.
If any of the mods from Girls Run These Worlds is in this chat and is like in charge of the green lighting, please give us that OnlyFans channel right now. It looks like we're gonna need it.
Yeah. So I would say that gradually. Have you guys seen Wally's Wonderland?
Yes.
It's not quite
Uh-huh.
as blatant as that, but it's definitely a very out of place. You shouldn't be doing this here, but like, oh, the adrenaline's kind of hot. That sort of thing. Yeah. And back to
Fade to black.
Fade to black, yes. Heather, as you are running through the woods, you accidentally stumble upon a tree branch. You fall and you see this viscera, this gore, this decay. You know that it was the victims of Eliza. All of them either looked like they were old decaying housewives or they were oddly enough young. They could have been your classmates. But then you see this one thing there. You see a small corpse there, almost akin to that of a baby, wrapped in blankets, protected within a basket. It almost looks like a cherub. There is no injury or harm to it. It just almost look akin to that of a doll. And you see this note on it. And all it manages to say is, you were never going to have a bastard's baby.
Well, this is future trauma for me to relive through. Cool. Do I leave a baby in the woods?
I.
What does an adult do?
What does an adult playing a teenager do?
This is the teenage actor being like, leave the baby surrounded by corpses. Take the baby that might be demonic. These are really good choices laid out in front of me. I'm so glad I'm alone right now and not doing something way more fun. Can't imagine what that would be.
How about this? I will let you roll a. You know what? How about this? Roll me either a composure and culture roll or a composure and humanities roll. Or we can even mix it up, do composure and integrity. Any of those three.
Okay. This is what I actually do. Haha. Oh, I dropped a dice. Oh, wow. Okay. Just roll these. Okay. Okay. I have one.
Do you have any quips?
Oh.
Or would you like to win at a cost?
My quips are. Okay, I'll win at a cost. My things would be mean to say to a baby. I don't know. It feels bad.
Dumb baby, dumb kid.
You
that
bored
got
me to
abandoned.
death, you stupid baby.
Baby. All of a sudden, you get these visions. It's almost like you aren't even in your body anymore. How strange it all is. It's almost like you yourself were in the body of Edith. You were running away from that very same cabin in the woods. You were staggering, your chest, it was bleeding as you were clutching onto this child, this baby, but slightly tinged skin, as you were cradling it in the basket. Your hand was over your chest as the blood just seemed to seep out through your wedding dress. You managed to struggle to get into the car. But as you continue to drive, you are shot once more through the back window, and you accidentally drive yourself off into the lake. And as you struggle, and in a vain attempt to try and maintain what life that you and your child have left, you see those very same cold eyes that you saw from the cabin. It was your husband. And all of a sudden, you're brought back to reality.
Oh boy. Oh. Oh no. Oh. Who would have seen the weird fascist guy could have done this with his crazy gun collection? The foretelling.
But act scared. Act like this couldn't have been seen.
Okay, okay.
We don't want to make the allegory too on the nose.
My bad.
I don't want Reagan's administration coming up here. Action.
Oh my god. It's not just her. It's her husband too. We're not safe anywhere. Fuck, I have to find the other girls, assuming they're alive. They can't go back to this cabin where the truck is.
You know what? Roll me 5 dice. Roll me 5 dice.
Oh, okay. I got 110, so that's 2.
Okay, you got 2. You're able to navigate back.
Okay, I'm gonna not touch the undead baby, just in case. Just leave that. You're good. Your mom's coming back. Good luck growing up.
Clip this. Anyone who's here, clip this. Please.
It's not the baby's fault, okay? But
It's not the baby's fault. But
I am
mean,
unprepared to take care of a baby, let alone a demon child. Just don't have the qualifications.
You know, at least you admit it rather than taking on this responsibility, thinking that this is what you're supposed to do, and then just hating it for the rest of your life.
Oh.
Anyways.
That sounds like childhood deep trauma. Whew. So you've met my mom, is what we're getting at. Yeah. In character.
This isn't contouring charisma anymore, guys. This is just a therapy session. Thank you all for coming.
So affordable.
You run through the woods. You are traumatized. You still feel almost as if you yourself had been shot in the chest. Yet, for some reason, it was almost like Eliza wanted you to see this. Did she empathize with you? Or was it something else entirely? Nevertheless, that couldn't have been answered as you ran back to where Emmy and Jazz are.
What?
I'm just going to let you guys interact.
What state are you guys in right now?
I would say top fully off, probably done with everything, but just sort of just chilling.
Yeah. Jazz probably has a cigarette in mouth, just.
So I run up with my bayonet, having just seen hell, come up to you guys. I'm like, what the fuck? You didn't even try to look for me? Do you know what I've been through?
No.
I thought for sure you were dead, and I was just so stressed, and
That does not make it better. In fact, makes it worse.
I'm happy you're alive. And like full tits out, she's just like.
Okay, I mean, this should have happened a long time ago. I'm happy you've made it here, but we were being chased by a demonic lady. Also, she invaded my mind. I found a baby, didn't take it.
Oh.
Seems like a bad idea. And I saw her death. Super weird. Worst drug trip like experience ever. But it was, you know that creepy old guy in the cabin?
Yeah.
He's the one that shot her, and it made her veer off into the pond and drown. And I feel like she wants us to do something about that.
Let's go fuck up the old man.
You were ready to do that anyway.
Yeah, I almost took the fire poker and beat the shit out of him to get the cabin.
Well, I empathized with him, but if he did this, let's get his ass.
Might not be safe to take his car too, so we should be careful with that.
Well, we have kind of homebrew Molotov cocktails. If he's in his house, we can make this easy.
But the dog!
Oh, the dog.
We could. I think maybe she wants to confront him. If I were in her position, I would want resolution, and I would want to tear him apart with my own hands. Personally.
That's so metal of you.
Oh, thanks.
She's not wrong.
Wow. So maybe we just drag him outside and... Oh, this sounds so mean, but... Well, he did kill her, so...
And apparently a baby, too, which is...
Not great.
Yeah.
Yeah, not great. Yeah, okay. So,
All right. Well,
she zips up her pants.
Yeah. Jazz, by the way, is but just mostly naked during this whole conversation, gives zero fucks, and just press back on like, all right.
Let's go.
As you all come to the conclusion of what you have to do, you can see the camera pan out as the girls make their way back to the very log cabin where it all began. Cut! You guys did great today. Oh my god. Like, this was great. Oh yeah, someone got like a blanket or like a towel for this, please. But yeah, you guys are great.
Thank you. Thank you. And thanks for indulging. I again think that this is
No, Ruth, it was
really-
great. Like, no, this is I like I said, we need to highlight ourselves in this film.
Uh-huh.
I think we did that.
Yeah, I definitely think this is going to make our performances stick out and make the movie more. Yes, it'll be great.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely
can-
acting for both of you. Yeah.
You can hear the director talking offset with one of the stations. It's just like, we're gonna get the Razzie for this, aren't we? It's just like, yeah, most likely.
At least we'll be an award-winning team.
Well, you guys did good. We're just gonna wrap it up here on set today. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe one of them can have the traumatizing backstory next time, and I can do something more relaxing.
I mean, I'm fine with another sex scene in the film if you want to
Yeah,
try
you can
that.
just join in next time.
It's pretty clear Jazz is pretty, fluid about that stuff. So,
Guys, this is already an NC-17.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
It's not quite what I meant, but I like your
Oh,
energy.
I never understand you Americans. And she just walks off with that. As you all are leaving the set, you all part ways, making your way back home. Except Vanessa, who sees Thomas right
oh
outside.
no.
He just smiles over towards you and waves. It's just like, I thought we were going out.
Oh, yeah, I did say that, didn't I? Sorry, it got intense on set today. So, I
Ruth
kind
grabs
of.
onto Cindy and is like, "Oh my god, is that you seeing this? Are they talking?" And it's just like watching this happen.
I mean, like, if you don't feel like it, that's
No,
fine.
no. Let's. Yeah, I'm still up for it.
I mean, okay, jump in. I mean, like, I don't really go out that much, like partying and stuff like that. But I heard of this like really cool band that's like playing down at the Sunset Strip, and I'm just like, I just want someone to go with me.
Let's sounds like let's go. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys drive off into the distance. He brings you to the Whiskey A Go Go. As you see what you can only describe as motley crew, but somehow even more sexist on stage. To which he just like looks over to you, alcohol in hand, just like, I don't know why I was recommended to come here.
Yeah, she turns in like, thank fucking God you said that. Like, this is shit. This is I would even call this schlock. It's like below, like in movie terms. It's below that.
I mean, I'm more of like a Slayer guy myself, like I met like some of the guys in the band. They're fucking sick. Slayer, like that. They're cool.
Yep.
Yup. You're like, yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I kind of want to tell you something.
Oh?
Yeah, it's And that is where we're coming here. I like to say thank you to my wonderful cast who puts
Aw,
up
shucks.
with my cliffhangers.
Thank you for putting up with us.
I wasn't trapped in the cage with you. It was the other way around. Please, everyone, and tell everyone where they can find you.
I'm Alta Mirage everywhere. My Twitter is Alta_Mirage or Alta Mirage Art. I'm an artist. Commission me. I like to draw D&D characters. Or not D&D because high fantasy characters.
Hello, I am Aaron still, and I was playing Vanessa Donaldson as Jasmine Jazz Payne tonight. You can next find me, I believe, Friday over at my friend Still in Fire's channel, where I will be playing Blade Runner.
Hi, I'm Arcadian Ending or Arc. I played Cindy, who's playing Heather, very meta, who's our horrible comedian, so I apologize for all the terrible jokes. You can find me here on Sundays, here on Tuesdays for Demigods, and then sometimes on my own channel. And all the links are in chat. Thank you, Mikaela, for running this. It was super fun.
Yes, thank you. It was a blast.
Thank you. Always a delight.
And yes, I am your storyteller, Cosmic Dazai. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram, and in some things that I can't say unless I want my ankle monitor to go off. Also, you can find us here again every Saturday. We have 3 more episodes of this to go before this cycle is over. Next, the Creator app is always open. If you have a story you'd like to tell on Girls Run These Worlds, like this one, let us help you get off the ground. You can find the form in our pinned tweet on our Twitter. Next, we are trying to get all the way to the top. We love what we do at Girls Run These Worlds, and we have more stuff to do, more content to bring you, and just more fun things for people like you. Do you want femme-centric content like this to continue? Please help us. Like, we're not getting paid for this. We are doing slave labor. Follow us on Twitch and Twitter. Please give us a Twitch subscription. I can't feed my family. Renew your free Prime sub or drop us a couple bucks in our coffee. It goes to our incredible cast and the entire team that helped us here. And now we are not going to get another cycle of contour and charisma. Also, you should keep up with our other shows that aren't ran by someone who's completely insane. Please, every Tuesday, watch Inspireless. It is sponsored by Hatchling DM. It is a family-friendly AP that uses sign language. Also, you need to get ready because on Wednesday we have Roll for Luck again, which is the gayest, queerest, blackest show you can look at. I love it. I personally know Ryu. I hate it whenever I play Dead by Daylight with her. She's amazing. On Fridays, we also have As We Ran Through Rotten Wonderlands. And we have another that as a whimsical Troika game. Aren't we so happy? Also, we have a Valor AP that is getting its premiere Saturday, School of the Stars. And again, Sunday, come watch us again. You get to see me be unhinged along with my great cast. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, and stick around. We're going to raid into Persephorath shortly.
Oh, yay!
Bye.